Hello, thank you so much for joining me for this windy day at the beach. Today's tutorial is focused on how you can help people who struggle with feeling where their pelvis is in space. And one way you can do that is by placing their pelvis in the opposite position that it's usually in. So what I sometimes see with people is one side of their pelvis will hike up more than the other, and the other side of the pelvis, one way to look at this, is it doesn't know how to hike up. So what I'll have them do is stand on something that's a little bit higher with the side that doesn't know how to hike up, and the other side, the side that's normally hiked up, that foot is a little bit lower. And then they just do squats. Now, the tricky thing about this is if people aren't used to using their feet to interact with the ground, they'll get light on the foot that is a little bit higher than the other. So you want to make sure that you cue them so that the first thing they do is really actively press the feet into the floor. Once they have that action, they keep pressing the feet into the floor as they squat down and they come up. So from the back, it looks like my feet are going to press and I'm going to squat. And you'll see, because my feet are pressing, I'm not laterally shifting from one side to the other. So I'm not shifting over here, which would be a very common compensation if I weren't loading the foot that's actually a little bit elevated. When I keep that foot pressing and I press through the other foot as well, then I'm able to stay a little more symmetrical. It's easy to load this, especially if you're at the beach. You just take a rock, and ideally you start with the rock right in center. It'll just give the person a frame of reference to where the center of their body is, and it will naturally load their feet for them so they don't have to think about it if they're struggling with that. And then you can play with loading the side that's not used to being loaded by placing the object, probably a medicine ball, on the shoulder. Again, from the back, it looks like this. Give that a try. See how it goes. Thank you.